There are about as many ICU hospital beds, intensive care beds in the province today as there were 2 years ago. It doesn't sound like a big crisis, at least not from their point of view. Anyways, that's why the drama is needed, to keep people panicked, to justify the civil liberties violations, and that my video today, that's my video today, 4 lies told by Alberta's health deep state to keep the panic going. And I've just told you my explanation for why. It's so that Alberta can excuse and justify their shocking and unjustifiable decision to lock down hard, bring in forced vaccinations, break every promise they ever made. They need the drama. So here's the first lie. I was startled by this. Alberta's health bureaucrat, Deena Hinshaw, announced that she would start counting people who stayed home sick from school, count them as COVID cases, even if she had no information about them. So if you stayed home because you had a cold, or because you twisted your ankle, or you had any reason, let's say you're playing hooky, but you didn't give an official reason, she would count you as a COVID case. I'm serious. I know that sounds crazy and unprofessional and unscientific, maybe even unethical, but she said it. Listen with your own ears.
If individuals choose to not get tested for COVID but are home with an illness, they're now counted in the list as being part of that outbreak. And so it's less dependent on needing a test to be a part of identifying where there is an issue.
Yeah, Deena, you weren't supposed to say that part out loud. And when people like me reported that crazy news, the Alberta government called us fake news. Yeah, no, sorry, sister, you said it. We all heard it. So that was weird, but it showed that they had a policy of deception. And they had a policy of cover-up. Sorry, is there a better word than deception and cover-up? Well, look at this. There's a story that Trudeau's CBC state broadcaster did with Kenny's state health department, so 2 branches of government working together against the people. It looks like a crowded ICU room, doesn't it? Well, a keen-eyed viewer spotted it. That's actually a mannequin. That's literally a dummy, like what you find, you know, a plastic dummy for putting clothes on in a clothing store. It's fake. It was a hoax. The CBC actually half apologized for it, but I haven't seen any apology from the Alberta government that set it up. Again, they both have an agenda, keep you afraid, keep you under control, and in Kenny's case, justifies flip-flop. I think by far the worst was this one, though. That same Deena Hinshaw, the one who announced that she's going to mark anyone sick at home as having COVID, no matter what, she said that a 14-year-old child had died from COVID. Shocking. It would be very rare if it were true. Kids are at an extremely low risk from all of this. But she said it, a 14-year-old had died from COVID. Except as you can see, that 14-year-old's family was shocked and outraged by the lie that their child was being turned into a partisan political weapon. He died of brain cancer. That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.